Wrestling it factor. Wayne B, I got this. Let's go. No cap, no gimmicks. It's a main show. Ringside pop when I drop that blow. Belt on my waist like chrome on chrome. Tell me what you think, feeling like RKO. Niggas like I'm Randy Orton on hard ass pavement, yo. No scripts, no gimmicks, just engagement. Street slam heat shit, that's power. See that girl on fire. Kiera Hogan, slide kicking bitches like Hulk Hogan knows best. I'm top tier, no time to rest. Mic in hand, I'm built for press. Backstage fire, I walk with heat. Swerve through smoke like I know face to feet. No tap outs, just gold I collect. Trap ring queen, I'm next. I'm in the ring where the legends roam. Trap ring queen, this is my throne, bitches. Top rope jump, now your cover's blown. Mic drop hit like a grindstone. Wayne B lit it, now the crowd just flex. Bar for bar, I demand that check. No tap out, I rise from Rex. Trap ring queen, I'm next.
Welcome to Wrestling It Factor Radio. Your host, Wayne Benitez. Be at what's going on, wrestling fans? Yes. On this show, we'll talk about how TNA made a vast comeback from their embarrassment debut on AMC, and now they put on some wonderful good shows back to back. Nothing WWE like-ish at all. And I spoke to several fans that said that the reason that they don't watch TNA because of they have so many ex-WWE wrestlers, and they need more fresh talent from new faces from the indies or other places. And I mean, I agree. You don't want to oversaturate it like a sort of like a little bit like AEW doing it, but they learn from the mistakes. They did good right there. Tommy Dreamer, he probably got leaned on, even though Lance Storm wasn't there. He was, he couldn't make it because he's part of the creative team. He was on the, I think, Playing Trouble. So he's back with them behind the scenes and everything with Hunter Johnson. Everything looked crisp. Everything was on point. And guess what? Their ratings are up from last week's show. Over 200,000 viewers for Impact Wrestling. And you got to add the numbers also from TNA app and everything also with AMC streaming. I think they're going to get close to 300,000 viewers, and they picking up steam. After this, more people wanted to see the feast and fire right there. Really, I thought Eric Young was going to get fired, but they threw us a curveball. It was Steve Macklin, in which he was quiet about his contract extension. I think maybe that was 1 month that he'll go to AEW, be with his fiance, Deanna Preaza, in which alumni guest to this show also, former TNA women's knockouts champion, now with AEW and Ring of Honor. And with Eric Young, I definitely want to see he won the briefcase for X Division, the challenge right there. You got Eddie Edwards, diehard Eddie Edwards right there. A world title shot. He won briefcase. And Trey Miguel got the TNA International Championship belt. So hopefully he destroyed Stacks just like the Ultimate Warrior, be honky tonk man and a minute or something for the Intercontinental title. Maybe they can go deja vu with that. I'm looking forward to it. Well done put together. Yeah. Homie Jada Stone right there. She finally gonna mix it up with Stasha Steelz they have a few encounters or teaming up in the Indies. So a couple sisters out there um, with a mixed tag team match. Um, you know, mm, Ali, Mustafa Ali, and Tasha Stills up against Jada Stone and Elijah. Walk with Elijah next to tomorrow night on Impact Wrestling. Amazing. Also, the Righteous Brothers wants to rematch with the Hardys for the tag belts. This gonna be interesting right there. AMC, they like this. Maybe they can go back to total deletion right there, with going back to the Hardys mansion and everything. This total deletion. Yes. And AMC with horror right there. Um, I said start giving a little bit of Rosemary push also, and definitely TNA's interest in Richard Holiday from MLW, MJF, um, former client when they was part of that trio with Hammerstone. Like a rich guy society right there. So Richard Holiday got clout. His dad's a lawyer, so got the money. He fit well with TNA Impact and Mad Kruger right there. And I'm telling you that Mad Kruger, he's another big guy, 6'10". Hey, no relation to Freddy Krueger, but hey, AMC right there, he can get a lot movie roles right there. I'm telling you, Impact needs to sign him up if he's not under contract with MLW. It would make sense. A big man, so like Abyss. So we need him. They need to sign him. Yep. Alumni to the show. Sign this big guy. I don't. Since maybe Chris Parks can do a cameo in TNA. To reunite with Rosemary and them as a Abyss and stuff. I think that would work too. Also, well, Joe Parks Association, the law firm right there. Um, hey, right now I prefer him as a GM than Dara right there. That would make. Mm. But anyway, um, I digress. Mm, mm. TNA is. I'm telling you that they're gonna pick up, um, getting closer numbers to Collision, and it's gonna happen right there. Gonna be more eyeballs on TNA Impact, and I just see this happening more and more. With now they can challenge AEW Dynamite. Hey, they were bringing the extra resource. They're gonna have to use more resources to they can do this. Like with AEW, they signing wrestlers left or right. It's like the land of 1,000 wrestlers. I think getting closer to PWI 500. They got that much wrestlers. Feel like over 200. They can get. It's crazy. We barely see half of them being a catering service. Wow. You go to catering. You go to catering. You. Yes, and I noticed with yes, I noticed that they need to push their black women wrestlers AEW. I think we haven't had a black women's champion really. But Nyla Rose, most people, as a Native American, but all, to us, she, that she's part uh, African American, but still, her gimmick was Native American right there. Still, um, she had the woman's title, but we just need another black woman. Hopefully, Mercedes um, Monet will get that in the future the AEW's world title. Maybe Red Velvet also, or Athena right there. She might be a world champion. Hey, but they're gonna have to capitalize. You see, WWE they training on so many black women. Mm. And right now, mm, they doing successful right there, and I just hope for the future they can grow. They can get a way bigger as way money in the next 3 years coming in from AMC. And I wonder what's the details of that deal. Hopefully, I wonder is they paying for live um for them to be live also. That's the answer right there. And with AEW, their ratings a little bit climbing up right there. A little interest, 600,000 viewers, 400,000, 600 in that ballpark. But they there's a lot of key things that they missing also. Even with just do the thing with Acclaim, bring them back, kiss and makeup, whatever. With all this trap, that's what got more people interested is they rap with their pop culture and everything. That was a ticket right there with Billy Gunn. And when and some people form, made the best of Acclaim rap. It was better than the whole AEW Dynamite show with them doing all the freestyles and stuff. A rap. Max Caster was on doing a lot of diss things with WWE, even politicians like Trump and Biden. That was interesting to watch right there, and wrestlers' reactions of him dissing them. And but TNA they have a chance of doing that, prevailing. Continue to push Santana to the moon. Continue to focus on Santana as the breadwinner of the company. And with AJ, I still see him going to resurface, might in TNA as a major role, might behind the scenes or something like that, like an Undertaker type of role, or maybe they will give him the blessing to do two, since he you know 2 matches with TNA, a farewell. I think it's going to happen. Might that Slammiversary, might that if they have a lockdown after if they schedule to have a lockdown, I gotta check that. Right after WrestleMania. So and also another sick way, Joe Henry won the NXT Heavyweight Championship last night in the ladder match of 7. And could this be he'll be facing a TNA talent also in a major way? Could we see someone winning the title and bringing the NXT belt back to TNA? I just hope so. I hope this happen. You know, with WWE 9 out of 10, you know, they not gonna have that major belts, NXT heavyweight title or any of their WWE titles, from a non-contracted wrestlers. You know, Hardy Boys. You know, that was, even though they WWE, like, still TNA contract, so those tag belts, that was the only exception right there. So, um, fans, leave your comments right now. What you think about who has the edge, AEW or Dynamite or TNA Impact? That's interesting right there. Who has the edge? And even though it's not going to be like the Monday Night Raw Wars, but you never know. One day they might go head to head on a special night. I can see that they're gonna make an interference one day on a Wednesday night, or Tony Khan challenge them on a Thursday night. I think that's when WWE gonna kick in right there, and might bring them a couple reinforcements. Probably the ones that are more TNA liked from WWE to do something like a crossover, something like that, or something like that. And this gonna be very, very fucking interesting. That for both companies right there. And you see how they did during that time when the Monday Night Wars, they was making a comeback from WCW. They made during that time they didn't have the money to compete with Ted Turner, but they made a comeback. They invested in their talent, like the Steve Austin was continue to build with the Vince McMahon thing, everything, the Degeneration X, the Nation of Domination, the Rock, and all of that shit. It can bring back the TNA right there. The more bigger the stars are, it's possible. Anything is possible. Really, I want to see all three companies do well together. Even throw in MLW, NWA wrestling, all of them, even New Japan. I want to see all wrestling do fucking good shows. Top, who's going to top off one another? You know, more alternative, more is worth it. And we're going to criticize it, of course, if they have um, a shitty show, a shitty match, or storyline. Of course, we're going to, because we wanted to do better, just like your local team, like those sorry ass Orioles, or the um or the Yankees, or just like your Commanders, Redskins, Cowboys, Ravens, whatever. Who can do um you want them to improve. And of course, Sigway, the Washington Wizards, the worst team in what the last 4 or 5 years in the NBA since John Wall got hurt, been injury prone, and now they rebuilding, and they trying to get Cameron Boozer in the as their possibly as a number 1 pick. They'll probably get screwed there. Is everyone knows the NBA draft is rigged. We seen that with Cooper Flag being selected to the Dallas Mavericks as a draft because of Luca. Luca going over there to the Lakers. So the league gave gave them a little reward. Gave Dallas Mavericks the reward. That gave the number 1 pick, Cooper Flag, but they suck right now. They might be missing the playoffs. And who gives a fuck about the play-in? On top of that, the fucking play-in. 10 teams. Keep it as an 8. I want the 16-team playoff field, not the 20 teams. The other four teams at the bottom are under 500. I hate that fucking concept. Leave it like it is. Shit. I want to see 1 and 8. That's it. Yes. To the NBA commissioner, take notes. Go back to the old format. I'm begging you. Anyway, I want to see wrestling do better than basketball, and I remember they was doing better than Monday Night Football. So they was trying to get the young viewers in, finding ways to trying to pay Vince McMahon $100 million to get Monday Night Raw off of Monday. Vince said, "Hell no." Vince gave them the middle finger. Fuck your bitches. Damn it. Those were the days right there. Like trash TV, like Jerry Springer meets South Park, but real, but action packed, soap opera, all in your face and shit. And leave your comments on who has the edge, AEW Dynamite or TNA Impact on Thursday night. And I'm out, ladies and gentlemen. This is Wayne Benitez. Later.
Wrestling it factor. Wayne B, I got this. Let's go. No cap, no gimmicks. It's a main show. Ringside pop when I drop that blow. Belt on my waist like chrome on chrome. Tell me what you think, feeling like RKO. Niggas like I'm Randy Orton on hard ass pavement, yo. No scripts, no gimmicks, just engagement. Street slam heat shit, that's power. See that girl on fire. Kiera Hogan, slide kicking bitches like Hulk Hogan knows best. I'm top tier, no time to rest. Mic in hand, I'm built for press. Backstage fire, I walk with heat. Swerve through smoke like I know face to feet. No tap outs, just gold I collect. Trap ring queen, I'm next. I'm in the ring where the legends roam. Trap ring queen, this is my throne, bitches. Top rope jump, now your cover's blown. Mic drop hit like a grindstone.